In 2021, we spent $235,000 while the income was only $183,000. That sounds insane. Watch the video and I will explain how and why we spend so much money. We will go through each category in our budget and I will compare current numbers with the numbers of the previous year, and so you will see how those budget changes happened. Hello YouTube, my name is Irene and here on this channel I share our family financial journey. My husband and I have relocated to USA a couple of years ago and now we try to build wealth and save money for our future. First, I want to mention that every family has its own income and expenses. Everyone's situation is different. In this video, I don't want you to concentrate the attention on the exact numbers, but more understand why I compare our expenses with the previous year numbers and how important it is to have a clear picture where is your money going. Before we'll dive into the numbers, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Tell the YouTube algorithm to suggest this video to others. So, this is my custom spreadsheet where I have all 12 months of the year on one sheet. In the beginning of the year, I fill up the planning the year section, basically pre-planning our whole year. Then, each month I budget for a month and track our spendings to see where the money goes. So in the budget part and in actual part, I can see how much we were budgeted and how much we are actually earning, spending and saving week by week. In the end of the year, in the actual year section, all the numbers add up and I can see the final result of the year. How much we plan to earn, spend and save, how we budgeted each month and what are the actual numbers. All these numbers are auto-populated and I don't spend time calculating all the data. So besides our budget, I have a separate spreadsheet named Budget Year by Year, where I simply indicate how much we earned, saved and spent each year. Below all the numbers, I also have a notes section where I provide some short notes what big changes happened that year, what big purchases we have made, why we had many expenses in transportation category or in a shopping category. When I have these notes, I can easily see why our expenses in certain categories were low or high. I find that it's kinda fun to monitor our life year by year, seeing how it changes. This sheet covers about 20 years, so in 2038, for instance, I will open it and we'll see all our life over the last 20 years with all the bad and great memories we had. Kinda like a roadmap. So let's start analyzing. In 2021, our total take-home pay was $183,000 after taxes and all contributions. This is $55,000 more than in 2020. But in 2021, our expenses skyrocketed and over the course of a year, we spent $235,500. At the same time, we managed to save $98,000. How did we do that? Well, we didn't get into debt, but had to use our savings to cover those expenses. Basically, if I subtract our savings and expenses from the income, I will get $150,000 that were covered by money from our savings accounts. This $150,000 didn't appear in one day. Over the last 3 years, starting from 2018, we were saving money on our savings accounts for a house down payment. Let's move to the housing category, where we have most of our expenses. I will explain everything in more details. In this category, we spent almost $200,000 more than in 2020. So this year we bought a house and the mortgage down payment is included into the housing category as an expense. That's why we have here such a big amount of money. We also spent $16,000 on closing costs and started paying off our mortgage in September 2021, which is new expense we didn't have in 2020. We also invested money into a project which is also related to the housing category, so it's additional $54,000 we spent. This is how such a big number formed. Let's move to the rest of the categories. Next category is transportation. In 2021, we spent on transportation only $1,800, which is $454 less than in 2020. In 2020, we installed a hitch on our car and paid for the car registration. These are the expenses we didn't have in 2021, and that's why our transportation expenses are lower. Specifically on fuel, we spent $143.59 in 2020 and $292.90 in 2021. But our insurance payments went down. In 2021, we paid only $1,020, which is $428 less than in 2020. That happened because we used a progressive snapshot to monitor our driving, and this way lowered the bill. I leave a link to this program in the description box so you can check it. Next is the food and drinks category. It includes our grocery expenses, dining out, coffee to go, and any other expenses related to food. In 2021, we spent here in total $2,520 or $62 more than in 2020. So even right now we have inflation, we spent only $62 more than previous year. What about shopping? In 2021, we bought a new laptop for our business purposes and personal use and upgraded our phones from iPhone 7 to iPhone 12. That's how additional $4,000 of expenses formed. In the leisure and entertainment category, we also spent more than in 2020 because spent money to repair our bikes, had a boat trip with our friends, and took a road trip to Great Smoky Mountains National Park. As a result, it's almost $1,400 more than in 2020. Finally, in the medicine category, we spent $5,500 more than in 2020 because both of us had several dentist visits and paid for them. In 2021, I also had ENT visits and lab tests. But thanks to that, I discovered that I have allergy to cats and a bunch of other stuff. As a kid, I had cats at home and never even imagined I have allergy to them. So this is best $500 I spent in my life. Now I can breathe. And in business category, we spent less this year since we didn't have so many expenses. Overall, I must say that 2020 was more like a sit-at-home year. We didn't spend much money since we are basically working from home without going out. Nobody knew what will happen with the economy, so we were just saving money. In 2021, we started spending a little bit more on the items we needed in our life, like visited the dentist, finally upgraded the laptop as the old one was bought back in 2013, and we also did a road trip to another state and not just around Florida. So what can I say about our 2021 budget results? We managed to save $16,000 more than we planned. Our take-home pay went up $49,000 compared to what we planned in the beginning of the year. But our expenses were $184,000 higher than we expected them to be. That's because in the beginning of 2021 we didn't think we will buy a house. The inventory was so low in our area, so the chance was very tiny. My tip for you is the next one. Don't give up budgeting and track your progress each year. It's very interesting to see how the budget changes and how your needs, wants and opportunities change together with the new income you have. And what are your 2021 results? Did you save the money you planned to? How did you do with the expenses? Did you overspend or was under budget? Tell us in the comments below. If you want to save your financial journey year by year in the same spreadsheet I use, click on the link in the description box below and download this file for free. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to the channel and I will see you in the next one. Bye!